Okay, welcome to Roseau, everybody. For the first game of the tournament, we have Edina White versus West Fargo in historic arena here in Fargo. This little small town cranks out a lot of really good hockey players.
Boy, you walk through that entryway and you see some names you recognize up in that, must be a Hall of Fame there you walk through. But yeah, you get kind of chills when you see the names and the history here.
So there's Mr. John Cameron. I'm Craig Gorski. We're hoping we have good reception because this will be a special tournament.
Yeah. So we got about 3 minutes here before we're going to get this first game going. The players are guaranteed four games. We're going to have two today. First one here is at noon. Second one's at 6 o'clock tonight, I believe. That sound right, Craig?
Sounds right.
All right. But before we go, we've had a really great time getting up here. We left yesterday at 7 in the morning from Braemar on a motor coach, and boy, oh boy, just the level of coordination and effort has just been so impressive. We had John's, and last night we had our own private dinner over at the Annex. It was catered in, and the swag bags that were on the boys' doors along with their photos. And I just want to, we haven't even played one game and we've had such a great time here so far. And I just want to, kind of recognize a few people that really have made this possible. Kat Remstock and Sue Vareka, they've just done so much with all of the organization and the food and the coordination and making sure everybody's in the right spot at the right time. And really just a great effort by Sue and Kat. We really appreciate it. And Steve and Trish London, they coordinated and donated the swag bags, and the boys had some really great stuff in there. Those are really a lot of fun, and the boys were super excited to get those. Annie Russ, thanks so much for making sure that all of our accounts are kept current with all of the different vendors and the people we've been working with. And then also, one of the things that was kind of a bit of a concern on the way up here is that Roseau, in this time of year, a lot of people wouldn't think it's that packed, but they've got a lot of people wanting to use all the facilities up here, which maximizes the hotel utilization. And tournament director Bill Lund, who worked closely with Chris Olson, our team manager, to make sure that we were all able to stay at the hotel, including our coaches that at one point looked like they might be off at VROB. So we got it. Bill Lund, thanks so much for getting everybody together. And then finally, this just not only for this weekend, but for the whole year, Chris Olson, just such a great effort on keeping everything organized, and just can't believe the amount of time and effort that you put into everything. And thank you so much. Making this a special trip and a special year. So, and then one other thing, I hadn't thought about this, but stand next to me is Craig Gorski, who all you folks at home that get to watch this, he's running that camera pod the whole time, and he's really become quite an expert on how to use this YouTube and how to use the app. And quite frankly, he doesn't really get to even watch his own kid play. Ryder, who plays center, because he's so busy running the technology. But anyways, also shout out to Steve London. He's our Hall of Fame announcer that I'm filling in for today. Hopefully I can fill his shoes. But Steve's off on a little vacay, well-earned time away. We're missing him, and we hope to hear from him throughout the weekend with some updates.
Well, so far it sounds like our reception might not be very good, so we'll see if there's anything we can do about it.
We're at least recording, right? Does that get uploaded?
We should be recording, okay. So we can always download it post. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
All right, looks like we're going to get this first game going with Luke D'Angelo at center, Chase Russ at left, Jason Solberg at right, Andy Olson at right D, and Carter Cameron at left D. This we don't know much about this West Fargo team, but we're going to find out here quickly with Russ coming in on the right side, taking into the zone, fighting in the corner with it, with the West Fargo players. He sends it around behind the net to D'Angelo. West Fargo takes that, tries to move it up ice. They bring it out. West Fargo brings it out of their zone and on Cameron. Cameron poke check there. Nice job at the line. West Fargo sends it to the zone. Cameron back in the corner to pick it up. He sends it up to Chase Russ. Chase Russ taking along the boards. West Fargo back into Cameron to D'Angelo. D'Angelo to Solberg. Solberg one-on-one here with the West Fargo player. Steps in around him, cuts in front of the net. Solberg shoots. West Fargo goalie makes a nice save. Edina getting a change here with Rebstock and Vareka coming in on D. We got Mason Lemaitre in on left. Solberg still out from that first line, but we got Gorski in for center for D'Angelo. Solberg bringing it into the zone, trying to send it over. That gets hit on a stick. Rebstock picks it up, carries it in the corner, tosses it in behind the net for Gorski. Lemaitre picks that up. Lemaitre sends it, trying to send it back to Gorski. West Fargo bringing it out of the zone. Jason Solberg getting a good long shift in here. He's getting off. All right. Battling back and forth here at center ice. Rebstock up to Gorski. West Fargo hammers that back into the Edina zone. Charlie Rebstock setting up, sends it up to Lemaitre. Lemaitre tips it past his player. Lemaitre trying to center it to Boehm. Boehm over to help. West Fargo bringing it in the zone. Boehm back on the back check. Boehm carrying it up, gets it up to Gorski. Gorski carries it in the zone, take it in the corner. He's got Lemaitre out front, along with Boehm. Campbell Arthur comes in on the left D here, looking for a pass. Boehm going in the corner, gives the guy a little bit of a shove. Boehm out to Arthur. Arthur back in down to Boehm. West Fargo intercepts that, bringing it out of the zone. Got London on the back check. Campbell Arthur sends it up to Malevsky. Malevsky with a little bit of jump there, bringing it in. Oh, and just beats that goalie, but just comes off his stick a little bit. Really nice move by Malevsky there. Got Boehm in behind. That Ben London there, sending it out to Shackelford. Shackelford sends it back in. Got Malevsky. Boy, he's got a little bit of jump today. He came to play. Ben London fighting along the boards there. Does a nice job keeping it in. Campbell Arthur pinching. He keeps it in. Getting a lot of good zone time here. Oh, that gets over Campbell Arthur's stick, but as we well know, that doesn't matter with those long arms. He'll just reach back and take it. Okay, so we've got Cameron and Olson coming back in here on D, and we've got Ryan Olson in the corner trying to send it out to Malevsky. That is intercepted by West Fargo. West Fargo coming in on Cameron. Cameron steps up on that. Players go in the corner to battle for it. So we got Andy Olson over there battling with he and Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson has it now. Ryan sends it to center ice. Looks like we're going to get Malevsky off. Going to bring in Russ and Solberg. Russ battling along the boards here. Solberg's got it now. He sends it out. West Fargo player intercepts that. They bring it in on Andy Olson and Carter Cameron. Andy Olson steps up on him. Oh, West Fargo player is able to get the angle there and shoot it in over Chase Ryder Rose's shoulder. So Edina's had a lot of zone time here, but one thing is their line changes are getting a little long. So that's something that I'm sure the coaches are talking to the players about. All right, Gorski to Lemaitre. That's turned over at the blue line. Got Boehm battling with the West Fargo player. Haven't had a lot of whistles here, but West Fargo is off sides there. We got Lemaitre at left, Bame at right, Gorski at center, Rebstock and Charlie Vareka on D. West Fargo coming in with speed. Bame shuts that down. Gorski's stepping up. Now Vareka's got it. Sends it up to Bame. Bame trying to get it to Gorski. West Fargo intercepts that. Lemaitre comes back to help. Lemaitri's looking for it out to the middle, but couldn't find the Edina player. Rebstock sets up, sends it up ice. Might be an icing. That'll get a change for everybody. All right, so Edina's down 1-0. 12-19 left in the first period. Guys are getting their legs under them. I think generally the play has been good. Got a lot of zone time in the West Fargo zone. West Fargo hasn't a lot of opportunities, but the one that they did have, and they scored on. So we got Ben London winning it into the corner here. Got back to Jackson Shackelford. Jackson's tying up the West Fargo player. The other West Fargo player brings it out. Got Molepsky and London over there battling along the boards. West Fargo comes out of the corner. Passes it out front. Got Ryan Olson taking it out of the zone. Ryan's going to get in a foot race there. He wins it with the one guy, but the other guy steps up and takes it. Ben London does a nice job along the boards tying that up. Got Shackelford back there battling with the West Fargo player. West Fargo player comes out of it with the puck. Shackelford back into play again, sends it out of the zone. Ryan Olson putting pressure on that. And West Fargo's offside. You're probably going to see a balance of the change with the Edina. Got Russ, Solberg, and D'Angelo back out with Cameron and Olson. Russ taking it, Cameron pushing it out to center ice. D'Angelo putting pressure on West Fargo. That looked like offsides again. D'Angelo fighting along the boards. Carter Cameron trying to send it up to Russ. Russ has got it now. D'Angelo's got it, sends it to Solberg. Solberg's got one guy to beat. They're doing a nice job of getting back. Solberg is coming up. Oh my God. Solberg just took that right off the post. What a nice shot. Again, getting a lot of good opportunities. Cameron sends it back into the zone. Solberg will be behind the net to collect. Solberg has that. It's going to step out front. West Fargo steps up. Chase Russ looking back to send it back to the point. Carter Cameron steps in, gets it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo still got it, battling with the West Fargo guy. Chase Russ has it, sends it back in. Solberg in the corner to collect. Got D'Angelo out front, moving into the corner. Solberg to D'Angelo. D'Angelo tries to send it to Russ. That gets intercepted by West Fargo. Andy Olson does a nice job of stepping up to stop that. West Fargo continues into the Edina zone. Edina trying to get it out of the zone. Got Solberg trying to get it out. West Fargo keeps it in again. Andy Olson stepping up. West Fargo player takes it into the corner. Send it out front. Cameron swipes that out front. Chase Russ has it. Cameron has it along the sideboard. Looking to send it out on a stretch pass to Solberg. Solberg has it. Solberg pulls it around. His guy shoots. Oh, and West Fargo goalie makes a nice save. That was a nice pass Cameron made on a stretch pass out to Solberg. Okay, guys are starting to look for some passing here. Now we've got Gorski, Lemaitre, Bame. Gorski trying to win it back to Bame, and we got Vareka and Rebstock back on D. So it's going to be no ice here. Rebstock back to collect. West Fargo, number 7's got some speed. He's trying to put something on. Rebstock gets it to Lemaitre. Lemaitre sends it to Gorski. Gorski pulls it back, trying to bring it in the zone. He does. Bame picks it up from there, gets it out to Lemaitre. Lemaitre steps around his guy. Gorski followed up on that with a nice shot on goal. Here comes West Fargo. Bame putting some effort in on the back check. Rebstock will go behind Ryder Rose to collect that. Rebstock sends it out. The West Fargo player collects it. It's out front. West Fargo just kind of a bad carom there on the pass out of the zone, and it's picked up, and West Fargo picks it up in front of the net and puts it in. So Edina's gonna, we've got some nice pressure here. They're gonna have to start picking it up here to see how they're gonna get back into this game. All right, Ben London does a nice job of the face-off there, and now it's Shackelford up to London. London over to Molepsky. Molepsky's going to carry it in the zone here. Campbell Arthur fighting along the blue line there. Campbell Arthur's going to send it up the boards to Malevsky. Malevsky trying to get in the zone. West Fargo keeps it out. There's Campbell Arthur making a nice stop along the boards. Malevsky trying to bring it out. He's followed up by Ben London. Malevsky now battling at center ice for it. Campbell Arthur's going to get it, and he's looking for Ryan Olson wide. Ryan Olson does a nice job of tipping it in the zone. Going to get into a foot race with two West Fargo guys. Ryan Olson does a nice job of collecting that. West Fargo player now has it. Jackson Shackelford sends it back towards the West Fargo zone. Got Ben London battling along the boards there. Shackelford knocks that down, kicks it forward. Ben London picking it up, carrying it in the zone, going to take it in the corner. Dumps it in, smart play, get a change. Jason Solberg putting pressure there. Campbell Arthur collects it and tries to shoot on goalie. West Fargo tips that over the goalie's net. Shackelford shooting into Solberg. D'Angelo coming there with speed. Chase Russ battle along the boards. He wins it over. West Fargo again collects it. Shackelford picking that up, sends it into the zone. Here's Jason Solberg. He's got it. He's going to shoot on goalie, and there's the first goal. So that was a great effort there. A lot of battling along the boards. That really started when Ben London threw that deep in the zone. Got a change. Got some fresh legs out there, and then you had Shackelford and Chase Russ battling along the boards over there and getting it deep to Jason Solberg, who's had a couple of nice chances here and gets that one to go in. All right, into the zone. Cameron sends that out to center ice. West Fargo sends it back in. D'Angelo collects it, tries to get it to Solberg. Solberg comes back into the Edina zone to pick it up. Solberg sends it in. The ref says that's no ice. And now you got Chase Russ putting pressure on number 4 for West Fargo. They're battling in the corner. Solberg's going to go behind the net, pick that up. The West Fargo player comes out of there with it, sends it wide to the West Fargo right wing. He can't quite handle it or get out of the zone. He's going to step up. Cameron picks it up, sends it deep into the West Fargo zone. Solberg's going to go put pressure on. Cameron again is going to pinch. He's got Chase there with him. Chase Russ. Chase Russ sends it low. Solberg's going to pick it up and chase it behind the net. West Fargo left defenseman picks it up, trying to send it up the boards. Got D'Angelo coming in to put pressure on. Again, nice pressure. Carter Cameron trying to pinch. West Fargo player gets it past him, but Chase Russ is there to back check and pick that up. So now you got Andy Olson to Cameron. Cameron trying to send it up to Chase Russ with a little soft pass off the boards. That's going to be icing. I think that's going to be okay because we'll get another change here. So we've got 6:55 left in the first period. It's West Fargo 2, Edina 1. Edina's had a lot of chances. They're continuing to battle. Looks like they're shortening up these shifts, which will help. So we've got Gorski, Lemaitre, and Bame out here with Vareka and Rebstock. So that's Bame out to Lemaitre. Lemaitre's in a foot race. He's getting grabbed. They're not going to call that. Here comes Bame. Oh, here comes Charlie Vareka. He'll put a shot on. You watch that. All right, and over here, Gorski's still getting pulled down by this guy. They're finally going to call that. That was probably about 15 seconds too late, but eventually they called number 6 for, I think it's either going to be a hook or interference. A slash. They're going to get him for a slash. Okay, so let's see what if Edina switches up the line a little bit. We're going to put Bame at center here. Going to try and get it back to Shackelford with the shot position, and we've got Rebstock sliding over. So this is back to Lemaitre. Lemaitri's looking out front. He's got Bame there. Bame that was a nice pass by Lemaitre to Bame. Bame put a nice shot on, and the goalie just made a nice save. Here's Shackelford going to shoot it. Bame intercepts that. All right, now West Fargo going to bring it out of the zone, and Lemaitri's going to back check. All right, so Bame trying to get out of the zone, and hits the referee. He keeps it in. He gets it up. Ben London gets it up to Lemaitre. Lemaitre carrying it in the zone. Bame comes up to collect. Bame's still fighting along the boards there. And West Fargo comes out of that scrum with it. All right, here's a shot on, kind of a soft shot on Ryder Rose. And here comes Rebstock carrying it right out in front of the Edina net. Might get talked to by the coaches after that one. Anyway, so then we got London carrying into the zone and Bame coming to pick it up. Here comes Ben London picking it up again. He's going to get it to Lemaitre. Lemaitri's going to put a nice shot on, and the West Fargo goalie's going to make a nice save there and cover that up, giving both teams a chance to change lines. Okay, so we're going to have Gorski stay out here. I think he'll play center. We're going to have we got two centers out here, Gorski and D'Angelo. D'Angelo looks like he's going to play the left. And we got Solberg out right with Charlie Varecka. Well, I see we've brought in one extra forward here is what happened. So we're going to have offsides. I was looking for our second defenseman there, and I realized we've got four forwards. We've got Russ, D'Angelo, Gorski, and Solberg out here with Varecka. And we've got 50 seconds left in the penalty, 5:24 left in the first period, and Edina is down 2-1. Okay, face-off. West Fargo wins that, sends it into the zone. That'll be icing. That'll only take 6 seconds off the clock. We'll keep that same group out there. Jason Solberg trying to get the play set with Gorski. Got Varecka coming in to find out what the play is. Got D'Angelo off to the left. It looks like they're trying to win it to D'Angelo and D'Angelo to Varecka. And then Varecka has it. He sends it back in. He was getting pressured by the West Fargo. Down behind the net was Solberg. Solberg's got it. He's trying to send it out front. A West Fargo player intercepts that, but right onto Varecka's stick. Luke D'Angelo doing a nice job here of keeping along the boards. Gets to Varecka. Varecka's going to shoot that. Gets knocked down. Solberg's going to collect it behind the net. Out to Gorski. There's a big rebound. The puck's still out. Goes in the corner. West Fargo player is going to get it. Okay, we got Charlie Varecka back defending. Boy, West Fargo is deep on that. Bring it in the corner. There it is. Gorski shoots at him, just misses out. D'Angelo out to the middle. Going to bring it. And Andy Olson's going to send it back up to Chase Russ. Chase Russ to Jason Solberg. Takes it over the line, takes a couple guys with him. That goes back to Gorski. Now we got Chase Russ in the corner, over to Andy Olson. He's going to shoot it high and right of the goal. And then we got Gorski in the corner. He's fighting for it. He's going to send it out to Cameron. Cameron's going to send it down into the corner. He had a bunch of guys in the shooting lane there. Okay, here comes Chase Russ out of the corner. Whoops, Chase sends it out to Andy Olson. Andy Olson's going to put a shot on. Jason Solberg right there trying to tip it in. Here comes Ben London. He's out to Andy Olson. Andy Olson's going to keep it in, gets it up back to London. London's still battling along the boards there. We're going to have another West Fargo penalty here. It looks like a trip on number 4 maybe. Or 17's going to get called. I'm not sure. I saw it. It looks like interference there. Well, Edina's going to get a chance to work on his power play again for. These are 2-minute penalties in this tournament, not a minute 30. So they're a little more punitive. Here comes Shackelford. Oh, nice shot right on. That's going to be out of play with a whistle. So we've got 2:38 left in the first period. We've got Edina still down 2-1. We've got a minute 53, so we'll be able to get this whole penalty in. Been a lot of pucks out of play here today. All right, so we got Owen Boehm at playing center here, Lemaitre at left. We're going to have, looks like Ben London over on right, along with Andy Olson and Shackelford. Shackelford's got it out at the point. Lemeitre's going to try to send it into Boehm. Boehm's trying to backhand it on the goalie. The West Fargo player does a nice job of breaking that up. Boehm out of the corner to Lemaitre. Lemaitre out to Shackelford. Shackelford puts a nice shot on. Oh, that goalie. I don't even think he knew that was coming in. That was a really nice shot by Jackson Shackelford. He didn't try to hit the upper corner. He's trying to put it in something low that can get rebounded, and our guys out front can swipe in. All right, minute 37 left on this penalty. Got Owen Boehm at center, Lemaitre at left, Shackelford and Campbell Arthur, along with Ben London. There's Owen Boehm going in the corner. He's battling for it. You got all 4 West Fargo players in that corner, so there's be some room around on the other side. Looks like West Fargo does a box where they kind of move the box in on the play versus kind of keeping it more balanced. Here comes Ben London. He picks it up at center ice, carrying it in, trying to bring it over. That gets picked up by Shackelford. Ben London going back into the corner. Here comes Lemaitre. Lemaitre trying to send it out to London. London sends it back in. He gets kind of tied up with the West Fargo player. Boehm picks it up. He's going to shoot. And there it is. There was a big rebound there. Boehm shot high right corner, and they're going to have another West Fargo penalty here. So West Fargo kind of there's been a lot of zone time by Edina, so they've got to be getting a little bit tired playing defense on the West Fargo side. So you're going to have 50 seconds left on the first penalty, 2 minutes on this one, 2 minutes 36 seconds. Be nice if the boys could get one in the next 49 seconds and then have another the balance of that penalty. So we're going to have Gorski at center with Chase Rice at right. Goes into the West Fargo, wins it back into the corner, sends it around. We got Luke D'Angelo picking it up. Luke's going to try to send it over to Chase Russ. Chase Russ going to shoot. Big rebound. Gorski going in on it. Russ picks up his own rebound. He sends it out to Charlie Vareka. Nice shot, and Gorski knocks that down, tipping it on Solberg to D'Angelo. D'Angelo to Gorski. Gorski to Vareka. Vareka with a big clapper there, and the West Fargo goalie makes a nice save. 23 seconds left, but that's the way you want to see that penalty. Looks like, I don't know, home team gets the last change here. Is that what the ref was doing there, Craig? They kind of giving the stop sign to our bench. So, okay, so we got Gorski at center, Chase Rice at Russ at right, and Jason Solberg at left. Back to Vareka. Vareka's going to chip that on goal. Goalie makes the save. Solberg there to pick up any loose change. 16 seconds left. We're going to get a wholesale change here. We're going to bring in Lemaitre, Olson, Malepsky with Shackelford and Campbell Arthur. Again, West Fargo doing a nice job of winning the faceoffs in their own zone here. And they're going to send it, the West Fargo players sends it the full length of the ice, trying to get a icing call. He might have known what he was doing there because there's only 5 seconds left on the first penalty, and if he can burn off that few seconds on that, they can get one more defender out there. So Edina's got to be careful. They're going to sneak a forward in behind him here. Again, West Fargo sends it out of the zone. Shackelford picks it up. It'll be 5-on-4 now. Shackelford sending it up, trying to send it to Ryan Olson. That's going to be icing. And you might see a change here. Yep, we're going to bring back the Solberg, D'Angelo, Russ line. And we're going to send Gorski and Vareka out there on D. All right, so Gorski's going to take the face-off. He's again, West Fargo does a nice job of winning these face-offs. Wow. It's got to be about an 80-20 differential here. All right, Gorski's in the corner trying to send it to Solberg. Solberg's got along the boards. He's going to try to chip it out. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Gorski over there battling. Solberg trying to chase it down. 46 seconds left on this power play. West Fargo sends it up the boards. Gorski trying to defend there. West Fargo, a nice big shot. Missed the goal, but got a lot on it. All right, we got Gorski in the corner bringing it out. He's going to skate up, gets it to Vareka. Vareka's going to look for Solberg. He's got Solberg. Solberg's got one guy trying to defend him. Solberg trying to, I guess they're going to let him take Solberg down there. Solberg does a nice job of getting it out front to D'Angelo, and their goalie just made an unbelievable stop on that. So D'Angelo takes it from him. All right, so we got the goal off. So on that stretch pass to Solberg was able to get in the zone. He got tied up, got pushed into the corner, but he was able to control the puck and get it back out to D'Angelo. And D'Angelo, it was just a nice bang play. D'Angelo put a really nice shot on, but their goalie came across the net and made a nice save. All right, so we got Ben London at center here, and we got Malepsky at left and Ryan Olson at right. Again, West Fargo wins it into the corner. All right, so we got Ben London controlling the puck now out of the corner. And we got Malepsky chasing it back into the corner. All right. Okay, West Fargo is able to get it out of that corner there. We got Ryan Olson back there, and Cameron stops him, sends it back up. It's at center ice. Now Malepsky's got it with London. London's carrying it into the zone. They're having trouble getting past the ref. Ryan Olson going in the corner. There's going to be a little contact back there. So we got 16 seconds left in this period. Carter Cameron stepping up. Going to try and get it to D'Angelo. He did a nice job getting it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo carries it in the corner. 5 seconds left. West Fargo sends it in the corner. 2 seconds left. Back to Cameron. All right. At the end of the first period of the first game of the tournament, Edina's down 2-1. Had a lot of opportunities there. West Fargo has taken a lot of penalties, so I think that Edina is probably, if they can keep that pressure up and keep moving that puck, they're going to be on the right end of this. West Fargo has it's a kind of interesting dynamic here. They've won a majority of the face-offs, and they've had, but Edina's had the majority of the opportunities. But down in the Edina end, the few limited opportunities West Fargo's had, they've capitalized on. So, do you have something for your intermission here?
Yeah, we've got a player profile to share. So here you go.
Hey, what's your name and what position do you play?
My name is Campbell Arthur, and I play defense.
What's your favorite thing to do with friends?
I really like playing video games with my friends.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
What's your favorite movie?
Iron Man 2.
Awesome. Thanks.
So who's telling you it's bad, London?
No, I'm just getting. There's some group meets from earlier. I'm not sure if it's even watchable, but we'll find out. Hope we can get it sorted out so people can enjoy the tournament.
All right, we got a 17-minute period here. We got Gorski at center, Bame at right, and Lemaitre at left. Rebstock and Recca on D. Fargo controls it off the face-off and brings it into the Edina zone. Rebstock up to Lemaitre. Lemaitre along the boards. He tosses it to center ice, looking for Bame. West Fargo is able to turn that back. Lemaitre on the back check. Bame coming to step in to interrupt that. West Fargo keeps it in again. Got Gorski along the boards, along with Lemaitre trying to get it out. West Fargo putting pressure on Gorski, trying to get it out. Lemaitre can't quite get a handle on it. It's back to Rebstock. To Recca. Recca carrying it up, gets it to Bame. Bame's bringing it in the zone. West Fargo steps up on that at the half board. Behind the net, Lemaitre he got tied up. That was really more of a hold on the West Fargo player's side. Rebstock trying to get it to Bame. And that's going to be offsides. I think West Fargo wanted a penalty back there on Lemaitre, but what was really going on there was the West Fargo player had Lemaitre's stick. So, okay. So they're going to call an intentional offsides there and bring it all the way down to Edina's end. We got D'Angelo, Solberg, and Russ out here, along with Shackelford and Campbell Arthur. All right, so it goes in, gets drawn back into the Edina zone. Edina brings it out. Solberg trying to get there. Rush putting West Fargo along the sending it up the boards. Rush is back to back check. Shackelford sends it out to Solberg. Solberg's got D'Angelo wide. Solberg tried to chip it in the zone, gets it over to D'Angelo. D'Angelo back to Arthur. Arthur back down to D'Angelo. Nice job there. D'Angelo's really got his head up looking to make a pass. Solberg sends it over to D'Angelo. Goes past him back to Arthur. Arthur sends it down on the net. D'Angelo battling along the sideboard here. Back to Arthur. Arthur's going to tee it up. Sends it back. Goes behind the net. Solberg tries to collect it back there. West Fargo picks it up in the corner. Sends it up the boards. Russ is there to intercept that. Sends it back in. West Fargo picks it up. Sends it out. Shackelford stops that. We got D'Angelo along the boards there. He's trying to get it up to Solberg. Solberg's now chasing it into the zone. West Fargo's able to get it out. Russ along the boards here. Shackelford sending it in. West Fargo stops that here. Russ picks it up. He's got it. He hit the goalie right in the face mask. Nice shot there. Shackelford at the point. He's going to put a shot on goal. And the West Fargo goalie doing a nice job for him here today. All right, we got Ben London at center. West Fargo wins it back into the corner, but they send it out to Andy Olson, who tries to shoot it, but West Fargo player is able to knock that down. West Fargo trying to get out of the zone. Carter Cameron trying to get along the boards. He gets beat to the outside there. We got Andy Olson back on the stop. We got Ryder Rose making a really nice stop there. Got Ryan Olson bringing it out. Ben London getting it. He's going to send it deep in the zone. All right, we got Ryan Olson in there battling away with, but now Malevsky's got it. He wasn't able to control it. West Fargo's going to bring it out. All right, so now Ryan Olson's got it. He's going to try and send it out to center ice. West Fargo sends it back in. There'll be a face-off. I think you'll see a change on that. 13:56 left in the second period. Going to be a face-off at center ice here. Got Ryder Gorski, Bame, Lemaitre, Shackelford, and Vareka back there on D. I'm sorry, not Shackelford, Rebstock. Sorry, my apologies. Rebstock sends it into the zone. There's Bame bringing it around the front of the net, trying to control it. West Fargo, Lemaitre had a nice shot on goal, and West Fargo again, goalie makes another nice save. Got Bame sending it out front. I got Lemaitre chasing the corner. Lemaitre and Gorski back in the corner. Gorski collects. Gorski trying to send it out to Bame. West Fargo again doing a nice job of interrupting these passing lanes. Right along the blue line there. Bame trying to battle and get the puck. West Fargo player thought he could keep Bame off the puck. That doesn't really work. Hey! So you got Mason Lemaitre tossing it down low to Ryder Gorski. Yeah, so you got Lemaitre doing a nice job keeping the zone. Nice backhand down low. Gorski collects it, was able to feed it between the goalie's legs there. Nice job. Okay, so now we hopefully got a little life in these guys. Got Solberg coming in the zone. He's going to go right to the front of the net. He tries to get it to Russ. They can't quite connect. And then we got another. There it is. So I think you have Campbell Arthur sending it down, and you got D'Angelo picking that up and putting it in. D'Angelo right back to center ice here. They want to keep this momentum going. All right, so 12:54 left in the second period. Edina now up 3-2. Good. I guess we're going to get the goal back on its moorings. Edina getting a little. Going to need Jason Solberg back up here for the face-off. He went back to talk to Ryder Rose. That one there was Lemaitre, Bame, Lemaitre down to Gorski. Here comes Chase Ross. He's going to shoot. Oh! Goalie again makes a nice save. Oh, here goes Jason Solberg in the corner with contact with number 17. Chase Ross collected it out front. Yeah. Chase Ross. So that was Solberg into the corner. Chase Ross picking up the puck out of the corner, bringing it right out, and then we get D'Angelo picking that up and cleaning that up. Nice work by Solberg and Chase in the corner to bring that, Chase Ross to bring that out. All right, so now we've got Bame. Looks like West Fargo is going to take a timeout here. Oh, they're going to call 17 for. What was the penalty?
I didn't see what it calls.
What's the penalty? What was the penalty? I guess they called the West Fargo player for an unsportsman, or the bench for an unsportsmanlike. Gave him a technical there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that. We're gonna have to watch the film to see what happened there. Rozo, Ricky, did you see what happened? What happened?
I gave him the tip.
You gave him the tips?
Now I'm walking. That's all that plans are.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We've got Rozo Ricky joining the broadcast here. But you didn't see what happened on that technical there, did you? The unsportsmanlike? Okay. All right. All right, we got Owen Beam at center, Ben London at right, and we've got Lemaitre at left. That's an interesting change up there with London going to right and Beam going to center. Here comes Beam. He's coming. Beam's bringing it in. Now they're playing like they know what they're doing. Beam brings it in with speed. He's going to take it all the way around. He's looking for a pass. He gets out to London. London feeds it over to Campbell Arthur. Shackelford. Nice shot. Nice shot by Shackelford. Way to work that puck around. Beam brought it in around, got it over to Campbell Arthur. Campbell gets it to Jackson Shackelford. Shackelford puts a nice shot on it. Again, kind of the right at the middle of the goalie, and it might have got tipped up, but I think maybe the goalie got something on it. Oh, sorry. That shaking of the camera was my foot on the table. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I've been advised to get my foot off the table. Okay, so here comes Ryan Olson. He's going to try and get it up to Malevsky. Malevsky gets it in the back of the skate. He picks it up. He's going to try and send it up. He gets it up to Ben London. Ben London does a nice job getting it down in the zone. Charlie Varecka trying to get a shot on there. Just sends it into the far corner. Rebstock's got it now. He's going to send it down the hole. Nice pass to Malevsky. Malevsky got that with a spring on his stick, so it popped off. And here's Ben London battling two of these West Fargo guys in the corner. West Fargo is battling up the boards, but Ryan Olson's there to pick it up. Ben London almost had an opportunity out front. Here's Ryan Olson along the boards again. He's got three West Fargo guys helping him out in there. And now we got Malevsky out there. Okay, here's Rebstock keeping it in right on the blue line. Nice job there. Here's Ben London over in the corner battling. Again, they bring three guys to get the puck out of the zone on. Kind of they move their center along the boards too, and he's able to slide down. All right, so we got Ryan Olson tossed it in. Him and London are going to get a change. Malevsky's going to keep pressure on while they get the change. West Fargo trying to. Oh boy, that was a year from now. That would have been scary. Owen Beam came all the way from the bench. Here comes Gorski. He's got it out to Lemaitre. Lemaitre puts it on goal. The goalie makes a nice save. I'm telling you what, on that play there, we had I think it was London and can't remember who the other player was getting off the ice, and on the change, Owen Beam came out of that bench with a lot of speed over here to keep that thing in. He's checked in. All right, we got Gorski out to. He wins it back to Beam. Beam tries to put it on. He sends it in the corner. Beam goes over there. The player falls down. No call. All right, Beam's still battling along the boards over there. He chips it in the corner back to Gorski. Gorski sends it out front to Lemaitre. Lemaitre puts a backhand right on the goalie. I don't know how the goalie stopped that. Here's Carter Cameron trying to keep it in the blue line. And that just becomes offsides. Well, if there were any concerns earlier about Edina checking in that first period, they've fully checked in the second period. West Fargo's got a bit of a short bench, too, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes later in the game here. All right, Solberg bringing it in over the line. He steps around two players, puts a really nice shot on goal. This goalie's been playing a nice game. D'Angelo is in the corner. Solberg sends it out front. The West Fargo player picks that up out front, but Chase Russ sends that back with help from D'Angelo in the corner now. He's battling. He's taking it around. West Fargo player can't keep on his skates. D'Angelo trying to battle around. He gets tied up with the West Fargo player. D'Angelo's got it again. He's carrying it out. He's going to go back the other way. He sends it out to Solberg. Solberg just can't quite control it. West Fargo picks it up. West Fargo player here bringing it in the zone. Andy Olson trying to send that back. Here goes Solberg, picks it up. Andy Olson going with him. Andy Olson back to Solberg. Molepsky along the boards there. That Campbell Arthur stepping up. Fargo player sends it back, but Ben London's there to pick it up, and now Andy Olson's got it. Andy Olson trying to send it back to Campbell Arthur. Campbell Arthur trying to get it to Solberg. That gets tipped off a West Fargo stick. Solberg trying to battle along with the West Fargo player here. There you go. Rozo Ricky called it. It's icing. All right, 8:46 left in the second period. Edina up 5-2. First game of the Rosso tournament. All right, we got Ben London back at center here with Ryan Olson and Molepsky, Shackelford, and Campbell Arthur. Ben London goes in the corner, wins that, sends it out to Ryan Olson. Nice play there. Ryan Olson trying to get it back out front, sends it right off the goalie. Goalie loses but West Fargo carries it out. Shackelford there to defend. Ryan Olson chipping it back up the boards. West Fargo player trying to stop it. Can't. Ben London has it. Tries to send it out. Can't keep it out. Can't get it out of the zone, rather. Campbell Arthur's going to go back and collect it, send it up the boards. West Fargo defenseman picks it up, puts it on net, and Ryder Rose makes a nice save. Kind of interesting. These refs are really watching the who gets the second change here. Normally you see that in an NHL game, but not in a Pee Wee game. All right, Gorski gets it out over to Lemaitre. Lemaitre pops it by the defender, picks it up. He's got Bame coming with him. He sends it to Bame. Oh, Bame just got handcuffed by that pass. Just didn't anticipate, but nice job. Now Bame's got it. He's going to shoot. It goes back in the corner. Lemaitre to pick it up. But just a really nice play, but Lemaitre there. Okay, so there's Rebstock trying to keep it in the zone. No problem with that play there, okay? No problem at all. It's an offsides, but that could have been a breakaway, and he was just trying to keep it in the zone. Just a real nice effort. Okay, so we got Gorski at center, we got Bame at right, and we got Lemaitre at left, along with Rebstock and Vareka. All right, Lemaitre to Gorski, Gorski to Bame. Bame's going to try to shoot. West Fargo player gets a little bit on Bame's stick there. Gorski's going to send it out to Vareka. Vareka's going to shoot. Bame's going to try to screen. That goes wide left. So now we got Lemaitre in the corner. Oh, he tries to send to Gorski. That gets past Gorski. Bame's going to go in the corner and scare the heck out of a West Fargo kid. All right, so we got Gorski in the corner. He's sending it out front. Bame can't quite control that. He's going to get it to Vareka. Vareka's going to send it back in the corner to Gorski to collect. Got, again, a lot of zone time. Bame's going to get a change, so I hope Lemaitre knows he's out there without him. All right, Lemaitre goes in the corner. He's getting tied up. He tries to send it out to the point, or send it to Solberg. Solberg's there to collect. Got Rebstock there. He's going to control it. He tries to get it to Solberg. That might have been an offsides, but they're going to waive it. So Solberg is along the boards. Charlie Vareka's got it now. He sends it back to Chase Russ. Chase Russ pops it ahead to D'Angelo. D'Angelo's going to step in, takes a really nice shot on the goalie. Goalie makes a save, but gives a big rebound. I got Solberg behind over to D'Angelo. Now Russ comes in to pick it up. Russ goes along the boards, gets it over to Charlie Rebstock. Rebstock right down on the net where Solberg is. Solberg gets taken down, no call. After Solberg put a nice shot on, but he got taken down. Solberg trying to send it out front. That just works through everybody. And Charlie Vareka back to pick that up. Looks like they want a stretch pass. Coaches were calling for Vareka to get it down to Solberg. D'Angelo puts it on, right on net. Left a nice rebound out front. Solberg picks that up. He's going to try and get it back to D'Angelo. They're behind Solberg below the goal line. He tries to send it out front. Nobody there to collect. West Fargo player tries to get it, but Chase Russ is there to put pressure on him. Chase Russ pops it off the boards to D'Angelo, but West Fargo sends it down. Rebstock was able to, thought that was going to be they were going to say that Rebstock touched that, but they're going to call icing. That was a long shift by those fellas there, so all right, so now we got Ben London back at center here with Ryan Olson and can't quite see who's over there with Molepsky at left, and we got Andy Olson shooting it down low, picked up by London. London over to Malewski. Really nice play by those three right there. That was set up well. All right, we got Ben London in the corner getting tripped, but Rozo Ricky wants a call on that. He thought that was a trip. Oh my goodness, that was Ben London right to Ryan Olson, and they put a nice shot on. Now West Fargo picks up the rebound. Got Andy Olson and Carter Cameron back defending with Ben London on the back check. Ryan Olson joining the fight. Carter Cameron's going to get a penalty for a guy went down out front that he was checking. Yep, going to be 16 on green. There we go. So going to be interference call out in front of the net on Carter Cameron. He's trying to tie his guy up and just gave him a little bit of a nudge. Okay, here we go. So we got 5 minutes left in the second period. 2-minute penalty on Edina. So we're going to have Owen Boehm, Gorski, Shackelford, and Campbell Arthur back there. West Fargo wins it, takes a shot, but Boehm blocks that. Boehm's going to send it to Gorski. Gorski's going to go. Boehm's going to join him. Oh, he got pulled down there too. I guess that was a little bit of a let's try to get this thing even call. All right. So Campbell Arthur keeps it in the zone. We got Gorski putting pressure on West Fargo, trying to send it out. Shackelford's going to control. He's going to send it down. Gorski's going to pick that up in the half board. Boehm's going to keep it in. Boehm sends it in. West Fargo is able to get it out of the zone. We got Shackelford and Campbell Arthur. We got Boehm interrupting the West Fargo breakout out of the zone. Campbell Arthur picks up behind the net. Rosa Ricky says no ice. All right. I think he was looking for a change or a shot on goal there. Okay, so we got 1:09 left in the penalty on Cameron, and we're going to get Rebstock, Vareka, Ryan Olson, and Malewski. Malewski at center. West Fargo controls the draw. Shot in out front, but now we got Ryan Olson bringing it out. He's going to get it over the line. He's going to send it in. Going to help burn this penalty. Malewski going in hard after it. West Fargo's got 4 guys down below the dots here on this. They're going to carry it out, bring it up the left side. Ryan Olson back checking. Malewski intercepts that. That gets knocked over to Campbell Arthur. Campbell Arthur sending it up into the zone. They're going to call icing even though like 3 guys touched that at the red line. Okay, we got 37 seconds left. We're gonna get the forwards changed. It looks like here. It looks like we're gonna send out Chase Russ and Jason Solberg with Campbell Arthur and Jackson Shackelford defending, and of course at all times Ryder Rose in goal. Solberg's playing center on this one. He's got West Fargo again wins that over to their player. They send it back to the point. Shot on point. Campbell Arthur collects the rebound, sends it up the boards. Jason Solberg tried to get it. Jason Solberg is going to win this foot race all day long. All day long. He brings it out front of the net, and he gets taken down, and again, no call. Oh, wow, that was a gutsy play there by Jackson Shackelford stepping in front of that guy and cutting that pass off. Here, Solberg's got it now. Solberg does toe drag around one guy, tries to do the toe drag again, but he's still battling to the net. Here, Cameron's back out. He's going to get changed. Shackelford steps up. Lets Russ get on side. Shackelford's going to carry it in the zone. He's looking for a pass. He had D'Angelo on the wide side there. D'Angelo just couldn't control that pass. Here, Chase Russ picking it up. Here's West Fargo tips the pass over to Shackelford. Shackelford collects. He sends it back up the boards looking for Russ. Russ has got it. He's going to look for Solberg. Solberg just had off toe of his stick. D'Angelo can't pick it up. And here comes Campbell Arthur to send it in. So kind of a... Oh, Carter Cameron going back to the box here, even though he was tied up with that guy.
I think it's called holding.
Yeah, this one's going to be a holding call. It was kind of a bad timing on that change. The defensemen were coming off, and just as Carter Cameron was coming on, and the play was right there, so he got tangled up flat-footed with that player. All right, so West Fargo, they're going to, if one of their players goes down, looks like we get a penalty. So we got Malewski at center there. He's picking it up, taking the corner. Rebstock's going to go over and collect. He whacks at it. West Fargo sends it high off the glass over the goalie, and they keep it in the zone. Vreka sends it down the ice. That's going to be icing. So a minute 53 left in the second period. Minute 41 left on the penalty to Cameron. Edina's up 5-2. I don't know. Usually we get. How many, Craig? How many people do we usually get to watch these?
Usually.
I'll see the AP is next weekend.
Rosa Ricky is looking forward to seeing the A Pee-wees from Edina come up here next weekend. Okay, so we got West Fargo controlling it, bringing it to the zone. Charlie Vareka picking that up. He sends it up to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson tries to get it out. Ryan Olson does get it out. Sends it down. Might be icing here. Nope, they're going to call it off. It didn't quite make the end line. All right. West Fargo player carries it behind the net, tries to send it up to the right wing. Charlie Vareka picks that up, sends it over to Charlie Rebstock picked it up, sent it over to Charlie Vareka. West Fargo bringing it out of their zone on the charge. Left wing brings it up, steps in over the blue line, tries to shoot on Ryder Rose, goes wide of the net. Got Charlie Vareka picking that up behind the net, chips it up to Gorski. Gorski's going to chip it past his player. Beam's going to collect this. Going to have 2-on-1 shorthanded here. Gets it back to Gorski. Oh, Gorski just can't quite control it. And we got the West Fargo player who was cherry picking down at the far blue line, almost picked that up for a breakaway. Okay, so we got we had Rebstock out to Gorski. Gorski had it for a second, then the West Fargo player picked it up. Got Rebstock behind the net, trying to send it around. Got 32 seconds left in this period. Got to get through this. West Fargo sends it out front. There it is. 5-3. All right, 26 seconds left in the second period. It's 5-3. A nice play by West Fargo, bringing it out of the corner and putting a nice shot high up in the goal. Again, West Fargo doesn't get a lot of opportunities, but they make the best out of the ones they can. And Edina's just going to have to figure out that they're not going to get many calls on when their guys go down here. All right, Andy Olson behind the net. He sends it around to Lemaitre. Lemaitri's there. West Fargo's got a little jump in their stride here. Got to get through 12 more seconds here. Carter Cameron battling behind the net again. Okay, we got Ben London coming down to help along the board. He sends it up to Lemaitre. Ran out of time there. Okay, so end of two. Edina still is winning 5-3. We got a third period. We're going to have to keep battling. So I just want to let everybody know that right now what they're going to do is they're going to resurface the ice. We normally don't get that. But in this tournament, every 2 periods they resurface. That'll give Edina a chance to regroup. But yeah, I don't know if most of you know that our Hall of Fame announcer Steve London isn't with us this weekend. He does such a great job on the play-by-play, and I've tried to pick up a few things standing next to him over the season, and hopefully I'm making sense with some of these calls. But we'll have Steve back. He'll be back next week, so you won't have to pull it up with me for very much longer. But just kind of interesting, I go on some golf trips and been doing trips, and used to go on ski trips with friends. But Steve, he's spending time with some college friends this weekend out in Vermont. When I asked Steve if he was going skiing, he said no. He said we get together, and I understand that one of the things they do every year as a group is they get together and they do crafting. You might have some scrapbooking in there. You might have there's a lot of different things they do, right, Craig?
Yeah, matter of fact, we were asking him for some updates, and he's been nice enough to send some text messages. So
you have text messages of how he's doing?
He's been sending some texts. So
I'd love to see them.
Yeah, we've compiled a few, so he can sort of keep us posted on what he's up to for the weekend. So I'll share some of those. You're right. One of the things that they do really like to do is scrapbook. You'd think the more conventional thing to do on these would be skiing or something, but they're grouped as scrapbooking. Here you've got them doing some quilting.
Oh my God, I just love that. I've noticed he wears some of those once in a while.
Yeah. Knitting is one of probably the top thing it sounds like the guys really like to do up there. Sit around together as a group and knit. It's kind of a dying art, but it's nice to see them do it. Here you have them, they got a session of book club in. Looks to me like a real nice handmade sweater he's wearing there. Sitting around the fire together with the guys, knitting. This is one of the nice pieces I think will do well for him. It's sort of a scarf that goes around his neck to keep his vocal cords warm when he's doing some commentating. So, you're having a good time up there, Steve. We miss you here, but it's good you guys are out having fun.
Well, looking at this, I can understand why he would miss his son's out of town tournament, because this is something you just wouldn't want to give up on.
Absolutely not. Good quality time knitting.
Probably also a good reminder to never miss a meeting, right?
Yeah.
You should never miss a meeting.
So we've asked him to keep us posted throughout the next few games, and he promised he would. I feel confident he's going to keep those texts flowing, so we'll keep you updated on how things are going out in Vermont with Steve and his buddies.
Oh my God, Steve! Look forward to getting more of those updates.
Now we've got some time to kill. Actually, there's 17 minutes up on the clock right now, so we're going to roll some footage here. We've got the coach profiles. I'm going to put that on next. Patrick Seawich is who we're going to feature today, and I'll do those between games to just try to kill some time. And Patrick also created a little highlight reel, which is great. It's about 8 minutes long, 8.5 minutes long, and I've spliced it up so we can split it up between the 5 games. So thanks, Patrick, for this great little video. So we're gonna roll those here. Welcome to the CSN segment to get to know the coaches. We've got Coach Patrick Seawich joining us today. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, good to be here.
What's your main role on the squad?
So right now I deal with goalie coach basically, so working with Ryder a lot, work with the defense a little bit here and there, and I guess maybe a little supervisor morale, more or less, trying to get the boys ready before the games.
Well, keep doing what you're doing with Ryder, because he's showing up.
He's playing great.
He's been playing great. So where did you grow up and play?
So I grew up living in Bloomington, but I played hockey in Edina all the way growing up. And
okay.
So went to Our Lady of Grace, and then after that went to Edina High School.
Cool.
So in all those years of hockey, do you have a favorite memory?
Winning the state championship was pretty cool. That's definitely way high up on the list. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, all the years where we kind of had the younger coaches, those ones were always a blast. So that's a big reason why we enjoy doing this, because, just kind of having, no ties, like coaches don't have any ties with the players. Those years were generally the most fun.
Besides hockey, do you play other sports or have hobbies?
Yeah, so growing up, I played pretty much everything. I did baseball pretty much to freshman year of high school. Played a little basketball in middle school. Was on the golf team for Edina, so played a little bit. I played like 1 year of football, but I didn't like being on the D or O line, but probably made the most sense that that's where I was.
How tall are you? You're
6'5".
6'5".
Yeah, so.
So here's another serious question, though. If you were stuck on a deserted island, what's the one thing that you'd bring with you?
Well, I just recently got engaged, so I guess I'll say my fiance, because that might win me some brownie points at home. Yeah, other than that, maybe like my guitar or something. That way, keep me entertained, and then if stuff gets really bad, you can use it as some firewood, I guess.
All right.
And what advice, with all the years between when you played Pee Wee and now, if you could go back to Patrick the Pee Wee, what advice would you give that
Sure.
player?
I think maybe just, every time you're on the ice, take it seriously, kind of just, a lot of times in practice you can kind of get caught goofing off a little bit, but those are the opportunities where you get better. And looking back, I definitely know there may be some more times where I could have trained a little bit harder, you know, and that could have helped me a lot down the road. And definitely more or less to just have fun out there. Everything doesn't need to be so serious, but yeah, probably, you know, working more on the training in the off season and stuff is one thing I'd recommend to myself.
Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate your time. And,
Absolutely.
and appreciate the time with our boys this year.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank
Thanks
you.
for making the
Thanks.
time. Thanks for all the work with the guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the Zamboni's still going here. We've about halfway through cleaning the ice. I'm going to roll. Once again, thanks to Coach Patrick for putting a little reel together from a few games. This is just 1/5 of it, so I split it up for you. There you go.
All right, everybody, here we are. Short-handed today. No Campbell Arthur. Hope he gets better soon. He's fighting off an illness, non-COVID apparently. We're missing Shackelford, obviously, for long-term finger damage. No Owen Boehm. He's got mallet finger, which we were alluding to the other day. I don't even know what that is, and no Charlie Barreca. So we'll see how it all goes here. It's London. D'Angelo's out there. London right out front, and he scores. Oh, Russ comes out of the corner. London was at the back post, kind of lost his footing and chipped it by the goalie there. Russ comes out of it, tries to find London in the high slot, tipped out front. Solberg collects and fires home. Russ and Solberg did great work down in the near corner, just came out with it. Russ found London in the slot. London, Olsen, Lemaitre are the forwards. Oh, Olsen walks to the front. Here's London. Oh, he finded Lemaitre on the side. Great little play right there. Comes out. Here's Russ. Russ and Solberg 2-on-2. Gorski making up the numbers. Russ to the center of the ice. By 1, by 2. Oh, and he backhands it by him. Skated right by 3 guys. Deked the goalie and scored. Lemaitre collects. Olsen looking for a pass. Finds Lemaitre right up front. Oh, and he scores! Oh, just we were talking about how great Ryan Olsen's been playing. He gets an assist. Just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Nice job finding Russ right there. Just clearing the zone. Russ with speed. 1, 2. Walks by. Oh, and he scores. You can't do it. You get 4 guys on Chase Russ. Somebody should be open.
both these D know that there's going to be a guy coming in right behind them.
Yeah. Oh, tipped out front and they score. Good work, Carter Cameron. Perfect low shot. Traffic in front, and that's it. So 7-1 Edina. Shots were 24-7. Good job overall by the boys.
Okay, they're done cleaning the ice, and boys are about ready to come out. Start the third.
I've been advised by Craig we're back online, so I'm not supposed to cuss much. So that was a big part of my my early confessions. Those were a big part of the bad words. You get a couple Our Fathers and a couple Hail Marys for those. All right, I like the way they run this place. They got going to re-ice after 2 periods. Edina's up 5-3. We're going to have a 17-minute third period here. Kind of a little bit of a change of flow there. A couple. Here we go, boys! All right, we got to get these Edina boys going here. Got 11 players on this West Fargo team, including the goalie. So they're a little short benched, but it's kind of a, again, as I said earlier, an interesting dynamic. They win 2/3 of the face-offs. 2/3 of the game is played in their end. They get limited opportunities, but they score on about 2/3 of their opportunities. So they make the most out of what life gives them. So that's good on them. But Edina's going to need to counter that. Correct that. West Fargo's got 12 skaters, including the goalie. Thought it was 11. Somebody must have been in the locker room. Okay, so starting this third period, we're going to be full strength on both sides. And we've got D'Angelo at center, Chase Russ at left, Jason Solberg at right. We got Shackelford and Campbell Arthur starting on D. D'Angelo getting in there, gonna get a rub. Looks like, D'Angelo does a nice job of winning that back. Shackelford steps up and collects it, sends it deep with Russ and Solberg on the forecheck. West Fargo trying to set up the boards. Campbell Arthur does a nice job of keeping that in. Solberg in the corner collecting it, trying to get it out to D'Angelo. D'Angelo goes in the other corner to pick it up. He gets knocked into by the West Fargo player. Chase Russ takes it out of the corner, steps up with it. He's got it out front.
Bring it in.
They're battling for it. West Fargo coach isn't happy about something. Chase Russ did a nice job of bringing that out of the corner and putting it on net. And Jason Solberg was there battling for it too. So the goalie again makes another nice change. All right, so we got D'Angelo at center here trying to win it back to Russ. D'Angelo battling for it. West Fargo again wins face-off, except that when they send it out, Campbell Arthur's there to collect it. That just gets over the blue line, and Solberg didn't have time to get out. I don't think Campbell saw that coming. So now we're gonna get a quick change here, and we've got this is Lemaitre and Boehm with Gorski. Gorski sends it forward. Lemaitre tries to collect that. West Fargo sends it back in. Got Charlie Remstock sending it over to Charlie Vareka. Vareka up to Boehm. Boehm up to Gorski. Gorski carries it in. The West Fargo player stops that, but Vareka's there to send it back in. They Kirams off a West Fargo player straight across in the zone. We got Lemaitre out to Gorski. Gorski toe drag. Nice shot on Boehm. Picks that up. Oh my God. Boehm had the rebound, and that goalie got his pad down to stop that. That was a really nice play by those three there. All right, here comes West Fargo carrying in the zone. Charlie Vareka putting pressure on Charlie Remstock, taking his guy down. That goes right through the crease. Ryder Rose is behind the goal laying down, but he's now back in there. They're going to put a shot on. Edina doesn't collect that. Ryder Rose did not know where that puck was. There was a shot in the goal. Ryder made the initial save. He didn't control the rebound initially, and the West Fargo player was able to kind of shoot it on goal, and Ryder Rose didn't know where it was, but had the poise to stay on top of it there. Okay, so that could have been a big change of events there, but we got Ben London at center here. Again, West Fargo putting pressure on right off the face-off. In the Edina zone, we've got Andy Olson sending it out of the zone up to the forward. We got Carter Cameron trying to keep it in at center here. Now we got Ryan Olson, and then we got West Fargo players carrying in the zone. Edina needs to kind of get reorganized here. All right, so there's Andy Olson in the corner getting pressured by the West Fargo player, and Andy Olson skates up. He looks for Malewski coming up the left side. Can't just quite connect, and that's gonna be icing. Understand our streaming is running a little late because our connectivity here isn't great. But we got Luke D'Angelo at center. We got Solberg and Russ out there on the forward line. Shackelford and Campbell Arthur on D.
Left. for the next game.
Okay, we're getting insights here. We might have to go. We might have to have Rozo Ricky give us the insights before every game online here. Okay, so here comes Chase Russ trying to headman it to Solberg. Solberg can't quite get to it. The West Fargo player has it. Now Solberg carries it up. He's going to get pressured by West Fargo. Chase Russ coming in. He's carrying it in. He's able to kind of hold his own along the boards there, getting roughed up pretty good. If those were penalties on Edina earlier, then I think that probably should be a penalty. Here's Shackelford in a battle with the West Fargo player. Shackelford does a nice stick check there, gets his stick on so the West Fargo player couldn't get a shot off. Solberg up the boards. He's able to step around. Now you got Solberg and Russ bringing it down on, Solberg and Russ doing a nice job 2-on-1 there, working it back and forth, give and go. Just couldn't quite connect on the last pass. And that's an icing. Rosa Ricky made a nice call there. That was an icing. Yeah, just a really nice give and go there by Solberg and Russ. I hope they don't give up on that just because they don't connect on that one particular play there, because that's got a lot of potential going down the rest of the road. All right, face off back to Rebstock. I'm sorry, to Vereka over to Rebstock. West Fargo puts pressure on there. Bain back to pick it up. He's going to carry it in the zone. West Fargo player does a nice job of sending that back out to neutral ice. Charlie Vereka backhanding it into the zone. Lemaitre going to put the forecheck on. Gorski comes in to intercept that, sends it in the corner. Lemaitre there to pick it up. Lemaitre sends it around or sends it out front. Gorski not able to connect. West Fargo going to bring it out of the zone. West Fargo not able to connect. Vereka's got it up to Bain. Bain's going to carry it in. Chips it past the one defender. Sends it, trying to send it on goal. Just sends a little wide for Lemaitre to pick up. Lemaitre back to Rebstock. Rebstock sends it just a little wide, but the goalie got some stick on that. Bain behind the goal trying to battle for it. Again, there's, okay there. Edina Rebstock going to put a shot on that. That hits a West Fargo player. West Fargo turns it out on a breakout. And Rebstock picking that up. He's going to chip it up, trying to get it to Lemaitre. Lemaitri's that's going to be icing, and we're going to get a full change here. Rosa Ricky thought they wouldn't call icing on that one, but it was just on this side of the red line, and they're calling it a little close. Okay, so we got Ben London out there at center. We got Malewski out left, and we've got Ryan Olson at right. Got a scrum out in front of the net here. Edina trying to control it. Big rebound. Big rebound right out to the West Fargo defender, and a big shot just hitting the upper right-hand corner. All right, so we got 5-4 with 12:19 left in this period. We're going to get a change on the D. We're going to bring in Campbell Arthur and Shackelford, but we got London. Shackelford's going to step up with that one, step into the zone, take it into the corner. All right. So West Fargo bringing it out of the zone, bring it over the red line. Got Campbell Arthur doing a nice job of stick checking that. He's going to battle in the corner with him. We got Ben London coming in to help. Ben London comes out with it. He's going to headman it to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson's going to look for Malewski. He's going to get it over the zone. Ryan Olson's going to get a change. Malewski's going to go in and put pressure on. Malewski in the corner, almost wins that. West Fargo takes it out of the corner, looking for an outlet pass. Solberg interrupts that. D'Angelo on the back check. West Fargo bringing it up. Charlie Vereka chipping it out of the zone. Jason Solberg battling over there. D'Angelo helping out. Now we got Chase Russ getting into the game. He gets tripped, but that's not a penalty. All right, so we got Campbell Arthur battling along the side there, trying to. He finally comes up with it, gets it to Solberg. Solberg trying to win a foot race over there with two guys. He sends it into the zone, still battling for it. Sends it to Russ. Oh my goodness, that goalie. He got it right to Russ. Russ redirected it right on the goalie, and that goalie had his pad on the ice. All right, Rozo Ricky says we're going to get another slash. Oh, this is on Edina. This is going to be on Jason Solberg slash. All right, so we're going to have to check our composure here. 11:02 left in the third period. It's 5-4. This is going to be a face-off down in the Edina zone. We've got D'Angelo, Russ, Cameron, and Olson out there defending. All right, so again, a lot of havoc on a defensive zone face-off here. West Fargo puts a shot on net, and Ryder Rose collects that. 10:52 left in the third period, a minute 53 left in this penalty to Solberg. We got D'Angelo winning it back to Olson. Olson's trying to send it along the boards. West Fargo player interrupts that, has it in the corner, sends it out to the point. D'Angelo goes out to defend. Another shot on just past goal. Cameron over to the side to collect. He sends it up the boards. No ice, no ice, no ice. Cameron had sent it down. Yep. So we're going to get a change here. We're going to bring in Shackelford at right. Gorski is going to come in to help defend. Got Russ over there as well. He interrupts it. He's got it in the corner. He's got two guys kind of completely fooled. Russ is looking for that left defenseman, but Cameron had gone off on a change. Russ down low to Gorski. Gorski back out to Russ. Oh, Russ puts a nice shot on goal. That goalie is able to stop that. Campbell Arthur sets up. West Fargo trying to bring it into the Edina zone. They dump it in. Shackelford will collect that. Here you go. Hopefully catch him on numbers here. So that was Russ up to Gorski. Gorski carrying into the zone, trying to carry it in. I think he wanted to get that deep. Looks like they had a little bit of cherry picking going on the blue line here, and our defenders were they were trying to hit that outlet pass to that West Fargo player. They're going to have to watch that later in the game. 43 seconds left in this penalty. 9:42 left in the game. Gorski over to Vereka. Vereka's going to skate this out. He's going to try and get it, chip it into the West Fargo zone. West Fargo collects, sends it back up the boards. Rebstock there to collect. Rebstock hits an outlet pass to Gorski. Gorski tips that over to Bame. Bame's going to go in the corner and put pressure on. Battling with the guy. Come on. That's the same play. So they took Gorski down out front, but I guess that's not a penalty when the D takes it down on the when the West Fargo guy takes the Edina forward down out in front of the net. Okay, so here we go. We got Gorski putting pressure on the West Fargo player. West Fargo trying to come out. Solberg's out of the penalty box. He's gonna get to the box and get a change. Here comes Andy Olson trying to set up the breakout. He's trying to set it up the boards, not able to get it out of the zone. Cameron collects in front of the net. Cameron sends it up to Malewski. Malewski makes a nice pivot there. So he's trying to get it to Bame out front. Malewski still battling in the corner, still battling there. Now the second West Fargo guy comes to help. Bame goes in to step in. West Fargo coming out. Jackson Shackelford breaks that up. And then he gave him a nice cross two-hander there. Shackelford just took a two-hander and no call on that one either. So Edina bring it out of the zone. They are able to get it over the blue line. West Fargo sends it back in after they get all their men on sides. Shackelford back to collect. Shackelford looking for a pass out. West Fargo player interrupts that. Shackelford still battling in the corner. Got Ryan Olson along there. Shackelford and Olson. Olson does a nice job of chipping it out. Looks like they're gonna call icing on that. Nope, no ice. Edina does a good job of battling down there. Shackelford down low. Got to get a defender up there. No, that's Campbell Arthur. I see why Steve London does that. All right, so Shackelford's got it. He's teeing it up. Hits a lot of players out front. Nice shot there. Kept it low. West Fargo trying to bring it up. They sends it to Campbell Arthur. Campbell Arthur chips it up to London. London not able to collect. West Fargo player sends it back in. Campbell Arthur back to pick that up. Campbell's going to skate with it. He sends it over to Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson chips it by a player. Ryan Olson trying to get by another player. Goes up, battles. He's able to tip it deep and get a change. All right, we got Gorski and Lemaitre on the pressure. We got Bame coming in off the bench here to join the battle. Bame's along the boards there, battling. Vereka's there holding it in. He gets it down to Gorski. Gorski chips it into the corner. Here comes Bame along the boards trying to keep it in. He's able to do that. West Fargo player steps up. They clear the zone. Got Charlie Vereka back to Charlie Rebstock. Rebstock pivots, gets it up to Lemaitre. Lemaitre takes the zone. trying to get in the corner, looking for Bame out front. Does a little sauce pass, and the goalie intercepts that pass by collecting it into his glove. Okay, so we got 6:41 left. We got Edina 5, West Fargo 4. We've got the D'Angelo, Russ, Solberg line with Andy Olson and Carter Cameron on D. All right, so West Fargo wins it back into the corner. D'Angelo goes in the corner. Russ comes out with it, sends it out to Solberg. These guys have really done a nice job of playing together today. Just need to get a few more shots. All right, so Chase Russ in the corner collects, sends it out to Carter Cameron. Carter Cameron kind of fans on a shot. Fans on a shot there, and then Andy Olson is back to help defend and collect. And then Carter Cameron chips it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo takes it. Gonna have to get a little more organized here. D'Angelo tries to get it to Solberg. Solberg not able to collect that. All right, so we got D'Angelo to Russ. Now Russ is going to take the zone. He's going to step around one guy, looking for Solberg to pass out front. He puts a shot on goal. Looks for the rebound. Not there. All right. We got Solberg down in front here. Hurt player. So it looks like Solberg's back is not good. Looks like Solberg hurt his back. I didn't quite see the Rosa. Ricky, did you see he got tripped there? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he got tripped. No call.
No call on the.
Yeah, he got tripped.
Okay. All right, Solberg's up. We're not going to get a call on that. All right, looks like Solberg at 5 minutes 50 seconds left, and we're gonna get a wholesale change here, and we've got Ben London, Thad Malepsky, Ryan Olson, Jackson Shackelford, and Campbell Arthur. All right, so Edina takes the West Fargo zone. We got Ryan Olson battling along the corner there with Malepsky. Puck gets sent around to the other side. West Fargo collects, try to get it out. Shackelford's there to keep that from going out. Tries to get it into D'Angelo. West Fargo coming on the break. Shackelford does a nice job of stepping up there to break that up. Here's Ben London picking up in the corner. He's sending up to Malepsky. Malepsky chips it out of the zone. No ice. West Fargo back to collect. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. Here comes Bame. He's stepping in off the bench to break that up. All right, West Fargo trying to come out, but Edina's got numbers back to defend. Gets chipped into the zone. Campbell Arthur behind the goal to pick it up. He's going to look for Bame. They're not able to connect. West Fargo trying to send it back into the zone. They do. Edina battling along the blue line, trying to get it out. Bame defending there. West Fargo moves it laterally across the ice to the next man open. Okay, nice shot on goal. Ryder Rose not able to collect that. Malepsky in the corner. He tried to step around the guy. That guy takes the puck. Malepsky's got it back after Campbell Arthur makes a nice effort on the defend. West Fargo sends it back in, and we're gonna get a looks like a penalty on. We got a call on Malepsky here. I'm not sure what the call is. Wow. Wow, must have brought these refs in from North Dakota. I have no idea. What was the call there?
Sportsmanlike, I think.
Unsportsmanlike?
Could be.
Huh.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I see on it.
All right, Rebstock off the boards there, sends it out of the zone. Nice job clearing the zone. West Fargo trying to send it back in. They do. Gorski sends it out, but that's going to be offsides. All right, so Gorski does a nice job getting it back to Charlie Varecka. Charlie Rebstock's going to carry it up, and he's going to send it in. That's a heads-up play by Charlie Rebstock, knowing that he got a penalty and we're up by 1 goal. So, all right, so we got Gorski battling down behind the net with 2-3 of their guys. West Fargo tries to send it out. Rebstock tries to hold the line. Puck just gets over the line. Charlie Varecka is going to send it down on their guys. But here, all of a sudden, we got Gorski picking that up, making a nice shot on goal. Goalie makes a nice save. Got Lemetry coming in to put pressure on. Over to Gorski in the other corner. Edina doing a nice job. We got another guy getting taken down. Lemetry getting taken down in front of the net. No call. That was a call earlier against Edina. Okay, we got D'Angelo coming on to help with the penalty kill. D'Angelo picks it up. He's going to step around one guy. He's going to get called. Watch, they're going to call that. Oh, right. Here comes Chase Russ. He's going to pick it up. All right, so we got Andy Olson picking this one up. Jeez. All right. Settle down back there, boys. Okay, Andy Olson behind the net. He's trying to send it out. Defenseman picks that up. Carter Cameron out front trying to clear it. He's having trouble with his stick today. Carter Cameron sending it up the boards. West Fargo picks that up. Cameron interrupts that. We got D'Angelo over there along the boards battling. He's going to get it out. That'll be an ice. That'll get us down to 10 seconds on the penalty, and we'll be able to get some fresh legs out there. All right, 2:31 left in this game. 9 seconds left in Molepsky's penalty. All right, so West Fargo gets it back to the point. Ryan Olson putting pressure on. Shackelford guarding in the corner there, setting the box. Ben London doing a nice job roughing his guy up. Molepsky's going to get in the game here. The coaches send Molepsky right into the battle. Shackelford in the corner battling. He's trying to get it to Ryan Olson. West Fargo controls out of the corner. Campbell Arthur coming in to step up on that. He's going to collect that. He's going to send it around the boards. Ryan Olson over there to try to collect that. West Fargo is able to keep it in the zone. Shot on goal. Ryder Rose gets a nice stop and a nice cover. That'll give Edina a chance to reset with 1 minute, 57 seconds left. It's interesting when get a shot of West Fargo's bench. When they change, they've got one guy on the bench. All right, here we go. This is hockey. 1:57 left with a 1-goal lead. Ricky is making a call. He believes that Rozo will pull their goalie. Okay, nice job by Edina clearing the zone there. Bame getting tackled or getting tied up with a guy there on the side. Bame doing a nice job of keeping him out of the zone. He's sending it forward, trying to get it to Lemetry. Bame still battling. He gets it chipped into their zone. Nice job by Bame. Now he's going to go put pressure on. He's got Lemetry and Gorski with him. Bame puts the pressure on. Lemetry intercepts the West Fargo pass, sends it behind the net. Gorski's going to now put pressure on. He intercepts that. Bame gets it, shoots it on goal, just misses it a little bit. Rebstock stepping in. He's trying to send it in on goal. That gets off a West Fargo player. They try to send it out. Andy Olson there keeping it in.
There he goes.
There goes the goalie, and they're coming in on the zone. Rebstock there to defend. Andy Olson sending it around to Bame. Bame's going to chip it out. Their defenseman. Bame gets it out of the zone. What was that? I thought there was a whistle before that. That's going to be icing. But I think there must have been a fan over here that made a noise. It sounded like a whistle. Oh, I think these young girls over here did that. Got to be careful with that because we had the puck, and I think Bame let up when he heard that noise. All right. Timeout, Edina. So, 51 seconds left. All right, sports fans. You were wondering if Rosso was going to be interesting. I think we're going to keep you here for the last minute for sure. At least the last 51 seconds. Hopefully you guys were able to. The people streaming online are catching up at this point. All right, it's going to be a face-off in the Edina zone. West Fargo is sending 6 players. Their goal is empty. Edina is going to have, looks like D'Angelo, Solberg, Russ, Campbell Arthur. All right, so we're going to have, let me start over. D'Angelo at center, Russ at left, Solberg at right, and we're going to have Campbell Arthur, and there we go. Nice job by Shackelford getting it out. Oh, Shackelford did a nice job. You know what? You do that 10 times in a row, we'll be fine with it. We'll be out of here. That was a nice job by Luke D'Angelo to win that face-off back to Shackelford. And Shackelford did a nice job of just getting it out of the zone. It'll be an icing. All right, West Fargo is setting their play. D'Angelo again winning that back. Campbell Arthur sent it into the corner. D'Angelo now in the corner battling. West Fargo comes out with it. They're out front with it. And it was Solberg back there defending. Here comes Solberg. He's shooting on net. Oh, he just misses. He just misses the net. All right. So we're going to send Vareka in for Campbell Arthur. And we've got Shackelford coming out, and we're sending Rebstock in. All right, D'Angelo again wins it, but Solberg comes in and intercepts that. D'Angelo along the boards trying to chip it to Solberg. West Fargo keeps it in. Rebstock sends it into the corner. Chase Russ over there to defend him. West Fargo, Ricky says it's over, but I think there's going to be one more shot here. All right, 2 seconds, 1 second. There we go. Hey! We had our good luck charm. Rozo Ricky here. Thank you, Rozo Ricky. All right. End of the first game. It was a little more up and down than I was hoping it would be. Edina wins 5-4 over West Fargo in regulation. Seemed like the boys gave a great effort. Played a lot of the game in the West Fargo end. And did what they had to do at the end there. But a little bit sloppy on penalties. Maybe just not taking care of stuff in our own end as well as we could have there. So we got plenty of time to improve before our 6 o'clock game. We look forward to seeing you guys tonight. And Steve London, please keep sending those texts with the updates. It's great to learn more about you.
Have a nice afternoon.